Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time for us to get up, rise, and shine, and let this day start in positivity. Hi, everybody. For everybody who I have not been seeing and who has not been catching me because I've been on my other page, the Adrian's Daily Dose, that is where I am. That's where I have been going live from. And so that's what's going on. I need to see something, though. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Okay, I'm on the right one. The reason why I'm doing this is, first of all, this is what I've been instructed to do. So, I'm going live on this page because, again, people may not know that I have changed over to a page called The Adrian's Daily Dose, and that's in order to get the motivation to a specific place so I can brand it. So that's one of the things that I'm able to do, just trying to get some things together. But you guys, I want you to be able to hear what I have to say today. And the reason is because hopefully it will help somebody. It'll motivate somebody. It'll get somebody from where they were to where they're going. And it is so very important that that happens today. Why? Because what you've been waiting on is here. What you've been trying to establish is here. What you've been trying to do, how you've been trying to make it happen, what different things that are going on are going to be made manifest now, today. And so I need you to know it. I need you to understand it. I need you to do it. I need you to believe it. I need you to achieve the things that you are setting out to do. And why? Why? Because it is manifestation time, people. And I know I say this a lot. And I know people like, oh, you say that all the time. And nothing has happened. And you say that all the time, and I'm still waiting. And you say that all the time, and things are just not turning around like you say they are, that they were. It's not doing what you said that it was supposed to do. It's not happening for me like that. Listen, y'all, and I'm telling you today, if I can believe it, you got to believe it. And the reason why is because, I say things spiritually, I say things naturally, I say things so that I can help you to get where you're supposed to go. Doing what you're supposed to do. Manifesting your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Hey, Martin. Hey, T. Good morning, babe. So, yes. But yesterday, y'all, as I was in service, and yesterday I heard an amazing word yesterday, but what I heard the things that are happening now, and we keep saying that it's our season and it's our time, but when are we really going to believe it? When are we really going to walk into what it is we're supposed to do? When are we really going to be able to start making some things manifest? And now it's time for your fruit, baby. It's time to see the fruit. It's time to see what you've been doing. It's time to see what that toiling has gotten you. It's time to see what those late nights have gotten you. It's time to see what all that planning has gotten you. It's time to see where that turnaround is. It's time to see where your newness is. Are you walking in new? Are you talking in the new? Are you dressing in the new? Are you believing in the new? Are you manifesting in the new? And the manifestation time is now, y'all. Listen. Out of all the things that I've been doing, I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, but out of all the things that I've been doing, manifestation is going to happen in each one of those endeavors. And all the things that I've been thinking that I wanted to do, all the manifestation is going to happen within this next month and this next couple of weeks, because September isn't over yet, okay? So, and that next, until you get to your October, and your October is going to be where that blessing is going to flourish and it's going to overflow, not just because it's my birthday month, but because that's what is going to happen. Your turnaround is here, and it's coming fast, and it's coming fast. And guess what? You got to be ready for the turnaround when it shows up, because in this time, if you're not ready for the turnaround, it may pass you by, and it will take you so long to get back to where you're trying to go, to get back to what you're trying to do, to be able to believe that it's happening for you. You got to know that now. And I know people say don't let people rush you into anything, and don't let people tell you that you got to do something you're not ready to do. By all means, count up the cost. But this is something that you should have already been doing. So everything that I'm talking about is something that you've already been ready for, and God gave you a green light, and now it's time for you to be able to walk it out, talk it out, live it out, and do it. This is the time. The things that you've been putting on paper, the things that you've been saying out of your mouth, the things that you've been saying, okay, today is the day that I'm going to do this. Today is the day that I'm going to step out. Today is the day that I'm going to make it happen. It is now time for you to get up and make it happen. And I'm telling you this because it's the time for the favor of God to be able to be sprinkled on what you're doing. in this time, in this season. Good morning, Lo. Hey, Jannar, good morning. It's time for it. It's time. Hey, Abigail, it's time for it. It is time for it now. And I know, y'all, I've been saying this for some months. I've been saying it probably for over some years. But what I'm telling you now is that level of completion is here. That level of I got to get it now is here. That level of I'm doing it today is here. What I heard yesterday as I was sitting in service, if you get up, if you just get up and manifest what he said, if you just get up and trust him now in this season, stop waiting to trust him. Stop waiting to believe him. Stop waiting to do your own thing, but get up and trust what he told you to do. Come on, man. Get up and trust what he told you to do. Get up and manifest what he said about you. Get up and say it. Get up and do it. Get up and believe God. It's not time for doubt. It is not time for doubt, not at all. Not one single time in your life is it time for you to doubt what God is doing in this moment, not in this minute. And the reason why it's so very important is because the thing that God has on the inside of you is going to come, and it is going to give you double for your trouble, all because you stood the test of time, all because you believe God, all because you said that if I don't make it this time, God, I'm going to lean, depend, and rely on you. And God, I know that you're going to do a thing within me. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've been saying for a long time, it's a lot of things that I'm dealing with, but right now, y'all, that don't matter. It does not matter, because God is opening up a door that is going to change your very thought pattern, going to change your very way of living, your very way of thinking, the very way that you do everything if you stop and do what he said in this moment. You got to. Abigail, I'm telling you right now, anything that you say out of your mouth that you believe within your heart, it will happen. I don't care what it is. If you say it, if you believe it, if you go toward it, you will have it. Hey, Khaleesi. Hey, Miss Marlene. So, yes, I want you to understand that this is not just some regular time or just some regular moment. And I know still that the pandemic is still trying to be around, but I don't care what that says. God is bigger than that. And all the things that you've been asking him for, he's showing up right now for you because you asked him to. He's showing up right now because he wants to show himself strong in somebody. But if nobody is trusting in him right now, if nobody is going after what he's told him right now, what's going to happen? The blessings got to go somewhere. And why should it go to people who don't deserve it just because of grace? When you should be in a position to deserve what it is God has for you. You should be in the position to deserve what he's going to do for you. You should be in the position to deserve him taking you to the next level. You should be in the position to deserve what he said about you. It's not time to be shy. I don't care about that. That introvert, extrovert crap, get that out of your mind. Because if you don't, you're not moving nowhere. If you don't, you're going to miss the blessing. Stop being scared of being who you are. God did not create you to be who you are so you can sit in the background, let everybody else do the work, and you step into it now. It is possible, but you can get so much more when you put yourself out there. Say what you want. There are some people right now who became millionaires once they opened up their mouth. There's some people right now that did not see themselves in the positions they were in until they start opening up their mouth. And you can say what you want to. When they were quiet, they wasn't winning. They can say whatever they want to. But until they start talking to people, they went from being mediocre to being millionaires in less than a year. I know at least 3 of them right now. Three women right now that were quiet. They were meek, they were mild, they were so, you couldn't even hear them talk when they was in the room. You wouldn't have known they were there if you wouldn't have looked at them in the face, because that's how quiet they were. But guess what? In this last year, they begin to open up their mouths and they begin to say something. They begin to make some communication, and they may not say a lot, but they start saying something. And those 3 women are millionaires right now. Right now, they are millionaires. One of them just got a ring just the other day. She didn't talk. She was shy, all of that. But once she started opening up her mouth, letting her gift speak for her, she is now a millionaire. Come on, she got millionaire on her mind. In a couple of other the same situations, all they did was be able to start speaking in the gift that they were in. Come on, man. It is possible. It's possible for you to go from the projects to the palace. It is possible for you to be able to do it. But guess what? You can't do it if you don't do it in your mind first. If you don't believe that you deserve it, you're not going to do it. If you don't believe that you can maintain it, you're not going to do it. If you're scared about what your family is going to do once you get to where you're going, you're not going to do it. If you let your inhibition stop you from where God is taking you, you're not going to do it. But what you got to do is lay it all out, lay it all on the line, and give up yourself just for the moment, for God to be able to put you in that position to show somebody else that He's with you, that He's taking you from here to there, and to making sure that you're going to manifest what He said. Come on, man, it's not time to die. It's not time to give up, not in this season. It is not time for you to throw in the towel, not in this season. It is not time for you to say that I can't make it, not in this season. It is not time for you to be negative, not into this season. I don't care what it looks like. Come hell or high water, you should have a better outlook of what God has for you. You can say it all day long, but if you don't really believe it, what are you really manifesting? If you don't really believe it, what are you still doing? What are you trying to grow? What are you trying to do? In this season, what are you trying to do? Do you really know what you're trying to do? Or are you hung up about what you hear on the outside from outside people? People who don't know nothing about the vision God is giving you. People who can't speak life to you. People who can't build with you. People who don't even love you, don't like you, hate to see you coming. Guess what? Those same people will be the one God will change their hearts, and they will give to you. They will impart into you. They'll open doors for you. Why? Because it's not about them. It's about God's business being done. And in this time, in this season, man, the atmosphere is opening up for God to be able to bless His people. All day long, y'all. All day long. All day long. I had a great Sunday. I had a great Sunday until the end of it. I had a great Sunday until the end of my Sunday. And something happened at the end of my Sunday. But guess what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something about grace of God. And let me tell y'all something about when you really trying to do better and you growing. Yesterday, I got something and I said, man, if this happens one more time, nothing in this world going to keep me out of what it is that I'm doing. Nothing in this world is going to keep me from leaving. Nothing in this world is going to keep me from staying in a toxic environment, a situation that I'm so sick and tired of dealing with. So yesterday, it happened yesterday. And so normally, like I tell you, I've been working on me for a while now. Normally, I would be all up in arms. And normally, I would be upset. And normally, I would yell and scream. And normally, that was my norm. Going to the negative. My norm was going to making the situation worse, honestly. Making the situation worse. Come on, that's what I would normally do. I would make the situation worse by the words of my mouth and by the things that came out of my face. I would make the situation worse. I would make the person feel worse, and I would do this, not really thinking nothing, because at the time I'm angry. So when I'm angry, I'm fussing because I'm angry. But yesterday, y'all, I took the news, and it didn't faze me. I didn't get upset. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. To me, at that moment, in that moment, I just said, and for me, baby, if that ain't growth, for those who know me, that's growth. From astronomical areas, that is growth. Why? Because I didn't let the devil get me. Not this time, man. I told y'all, I'm on my way to something. And what I'm on my way to, man, I want to be able to get there so good that can't nothing in the devil in hell can't pull me out of where God is about to take me. And when I tell you that it's doable, when I tell you that you can learn how to forgive, and when I tell you that you can learn how to control you, and when I tell you you can watch the stuff that come out of your mouth, and when I tell you that you can change your life by changing your mind, I'm not speaking to you just because I'm out here trying to make somebody listen to me. I'm out here telling you that I'm doing it. So if I'm doing it, it's doable. And if I can do it, you can do it. If I can manifest what I want, need, and or desire, so can you. If I can change myself from being negative, depressed, sad, and upset to being positive, meaningful, and with a better mindset, you can do the same thing too. It's up to you. And your environment don't have a whole lot to do with it, because at the end of the day, you are a product of the environment that you allow on the inside of you. Come on, man, it's up to you. And if everybody in this world got to get in your face and tell you it's your time, what in the world makes you think it's not your time? It's too many people in agreement about what's about to happen. I don't understand why people are going off in their own little world thinking that God is not doing something in this atmosphere right now. But what he is doing is showing himself strong, that no matter what this pandemic is saying, God is stronger. That no matter what the people in this pandemic are saying, that God is stronger. But it is the greatest wealth transfer that has ever been. And guess what? You're right in the middle of it. But you'll let it pass you by being scared of being you. One of the things that I have as Lack Martin, one of my problems was that I never wanted to be a person that was puffed up and thinking about me. It's not about me. It's about what God is doing. It's not about who I am. It's not about what I say, but it's about who's using me to be able to say what I say. And I'm not saying it just to get on here and just say something, but because God is doing something in the atmosphere. I get so hurt when people with low mindsets, not saying that I wasn't there because I was there before, but when people with low mindsets begin to think that God won't help them, not that he can't, but that he won't help them, that he won't move mountains for them, that he won't show up when they need him, that he won't do what it is that he's called inside of them, that he won't manifest. Why? Because they've gone through so much. They've dealt with so many things. They've tried and failed. Things are going wrong right now, and they still don't see a way out. They still don't understand how to do it. They still don't understand where he is. They can't see the forest for the trees. Their eyes are blinded. Guess what? Because the God of this world, the one with the little g, he's blinded the minds of the people. And so since he's blinded the minds of the people, they can't see God. They can't see God. They see their situation. They can't see that God. They see their circumstance. They can't see God. They see everything around them crumbling. That's what they see. But it's up to the ones who have the light on the inside of us to show those who don't that it's still possible. God still loves you, and God can still make a way out of his way, and he can turn your entire life around in less than 24 hours. It doesn't take long for him to do it. All it takes is a yes. All it takes is a yes. All it takes is a yes from you to be willing and obedient, to be able to step out of your comfort zone, to be able to tell somebody that God said, I hear you. That's it. He's just wanting you to get out there and tell people, I hear you. I hear your cry. I hear your worship. I hear your praise. I hear you calling for me, and I'm here. But because we don't think about it, we don't really think, we don't expect God, Abigail. We don't expect him to show up when we call. We don't expect him to do what it is. We really don't. We say we do, but we really don't expect him to come with blessings in his hand, because we've been so used to failing. We've been so used to being down. We've been so used to not making it. We've been so used to being kicked around. We've been so used to being beat up. We've been so used to it, so we lay down and die when it's not our time. We lay down and die when it's not meant for us to be over. We lay down and die. We give up. We throw in the towel. We wave our white flag way too soon. It's not time for you to wave your white flag. It is not time for you to say that you are done. Man, it's not time. But if you go ahead and doubt, you die early. If you go in and doubt, you die early. It's not time for you to die early. Not now, man, not now. God is showing himself strong, and all he needs you to do is to be in position. Hey, mama, all he needs you to do is to listen to what is being said. All he needs you to do is grab hold to what he promised you. Don't give up the vision that he gave you. Not now. And all day yesterday, I was been looking forward to this today, Monday. And I'm like, man, I'm going to go live. He said, don't go live on that other page. Go live on the other one. Why? Because right now I need the people from that page to hear what I have to say. Hey, Felicia, I need the people from that original page to get over to the other page, but I definitely need them to hear what's going on now. And what he said was manifestation, manifestation, manifestation. Oh my God, it's all I heard all day yesterday was manifestation. It's time for your fruit that you've been working on. It's time for the fruit that you've been pruning. It's time for the fruit, the seeds that you've been burying. It's time for them to get up and for you to get a harvest. It's harvest time, man. It is harvest time for those that can hear, for those that are ready to receive, for those that are ready to do. It is harvest time. Don't let nothing and nobody talk you out of what God has put on the inside of you. Go after your dream. You'll be amazed the people that will give you a yes if you step out in what God said. You will be amazed at people that will connect to you if you just open up your mouth. You'll be amazed with the people that will help you if you just open up your mouth. You will be amazed about the people that will pour into you if you just open up your mouth. You will be amazed. Hey, Della. Hey, Rhonda, you'll be amazed of the connection that you're going to make in this hour. You'll be amazed if you just open up your mouth, the people that will get out of the way and help you. Even though they may not like you, they can't stand you, but it ain't about them. It's about what God is doing, and he's turning around hearts. He's turning around minds, and he's getting the people of God in line to be blessed. And if you don't want to be blessed, then by all means, then go throw in your white flag. But if you are here because you have been determined to make God true and the devil be all the lie that he is, get up and walk in the victory God has given you. Come on, man. It's time for manifestation of the people of God. It's so time out for the world to enjoy everything God has and for us to sit back on the wayside hoping, wishing, and praying that we could get a part of it. Not now, man. Not this time. The devil ain't going to keep on running everything. Come on, y'all. It's time to stand up in who you are, to do what you're supposed to do, to be who you're supposed to be, to rise up in the blessing that God has given unto you. It's time. Thank you, Martin. It's time. It got to. It's not going to happen if you think you're going to get the glory. You might as well hang it up. It's not going to happen for you because it's not time for you to get glory. This blessing, this miracle, this thing that God is getting ready to do is only going to be done by him. Not only is it only going to be done by him, you couldn't do it if you tried. You couldn't do it on your own if you tried. You couldn't do it if you tried and you had several people backing you. There is no way you can beat God blessing you. There is no way you can beat his giving. There is no way he can open up and give you one blessing and change your entire universe. How in the world do you think you're going to be able to do better and top God at blessing you? But you can't get the glory. Nobody can get the glory out of what God is doing because God is doing it. So he's the one that's going to get the glory. It's going to be so big, so astronomical, so mind-blowing, so mind-changing, so life-giving that only he can get the glory. That's what it's going to be. That's the time it is. You think you can do it in your own strength? You can't do nothing without God. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about the people that don't believe in God. Guess what? They believe something. They can say whatever they want to, but they believe something. And whatever it is that they do believe, at the end of the day, that ain't even possible without God. So listen. In this time and in this season, I need y'all to like this, share this, comment. I need y'all to let this resonate all throughout Facebook, all throughout whoever. I'll resonate this word. It's manifestation time, y'all. In other words, y'all, it's harvest time. For those of you who don't understand manifestation, it's harvest time. What time is it? It's about we're going into the fall season. Hey, sister, good morning. Listen, we're going into the fall season. And of the seasons or whatever, my favorite season usually is spring, but it rains a lot. But I start looking at that as abundance. But listen, my birthday is in next month. But it's fall. It's starting to become fall. And in the fall season, guess what they always talk about? Harvest. It's harvest time. It's harvest season. You got to reap what you sow. Remember that. You're supposed to reap what you sow. But what is it that you were sowing? The only way you should be scared is if you were sowing malice, hurt, upset, depression, jealousy, lack, not doing nothing right. That's the only way you should be scared. But if you've been sowing in love, if you've been sowing in patience, if you've been sowing in good deeds, if you've been sowing in all the things God told you to sow in, then guess what? You got a payday coming. And baby, that payday is on its way. So quick and so fast for you. That payday is coming. That everything you ask will be yes and amen. If you're doing what God told you to do, it'll be yes and amen. The favor will be on you for yes and amen. Everything you touch will turn to gold. If you're walking in his favor, if you're doing what he said, if you're being obedient, completely emptied out. Completely emptied out. Your heart, mind, body, soul, and spirit. You're completely emptied out and done what God told you to do. You're walking in it. You're talking in it. You're living in it. You're dancing in it. You're worshiping in it. You're praising in it. You're doing it. You got to be able to do it. You got to be able to do what he said. I don't care what you think is crazy, what it don't look like is going to work. You'll be amazed. I walked up to millionaires not knowing that they were millionaires. I walked up to millionaires and talked to them as if we've been knowing each other our whole lives. And I've walked up and I've talked to people that other people would have been too scared to talk to. Why? Because of their title. Man, I don't care about title. All I care about is if you're going to talk to me, I'm going to talk to you. That's how I feel. And I've always felt like that. But then I got to a point, y'all, that I didn't want to talk anymore, that I didn't want to ask anymore, because I got to the point I was hearing a lot of no's. And so for all of the no's that I was hearing, okay, it started to mess with my psyche a little bit. Let's be honest. It started messing with my psyche a little bit and started making me think that maybe the way that I was portraying myself wasn't good enough. And that's definitely possible. We always want to portray certain things at certain times, but you got to start being solid in who you are all the time, because people going to be checking for you. And when they're checking for you, they're coming to see what you're talking about. They're coming to see what you look like. They're coming to see how your life is going. They're coming to see if you're solid in what you said. They're coming to see if it's working for you. They're coming to see if manifestation has happened at your address. Let me tell you something. Manifestation could only be happening when you're willing and obedient. And you got to get out of yourself sometime. And you got to get out of your thoughts sometime. And you got to get out of how you feel sometime. You got to get that chip off your shoulder. And you got to walk in righteousness. You got to get that chip off your shoulder. And you got to be the first to apologize. You got to get that chip off your shoulder. You got to get that unnecessary attitude off of you. You got to get some happy in your life. And stop treating people like they're doormats, because you never know who God has sent in front of you in order to see what you're going to do. He's sending his angels to see if you're going to be mean to him. He's sending his angels to see if you're going to help him. He's sending his angels to see if you are worthy. He's sending his angels to see if you deserve the favor. He's sending his angels, and still we're walking around here blinded and missing out on the blessing because we can't get over our attitude. Come on, y'all. Come on. God is showing up. He is showing up, man, and he's talking through people that you would not know. He's talking through people who you mistreat. He's talking through people that can bless your whole life. But you're messing up. You're messing up being mean to people. You're messing up having attitude. You're messing up talking to people any kind of way. You're messing up. And it's time for God to manifest in your life. It's time for him to give you the fruit of your labor. It's time for you to get double for your trouble. It's time for you to be able to turn around that thing that was in your life that you didn't think was ever going to happen. It's time for your harvest, baby. It's time for your harvest. It's time for your harvest. And you can make your harvest be whatever it is you want. Some people need finances. Some people good. They don't need no money, but they need more love. Some people are good. They might not need love, but they need money. It's some people that might need a little bit more trust. It's some people that need to have better communication. It's some people that need to have better mindset. There's some people that need to be able to handle their finances better. There's some people who need everybody don't need the same thing. There's all kinds in the net. And so whatever it is that you need, God is saying that he's here to give it to you so that you can live your best life, your abundant life, your life of peace, your life of joy, your life of happiness, because he did not come, but for you to have a life and that more abundantly. He put you here for a purpose and a reason. He put you here in a season where things are going crazy and chaotic and it doesn't look like God is anywhere to be found. But guess what? He's here. He never left. He's always been here. The only thing that happened that we turned our back on God, and he didn't turn turned his back on us. We turned our back on him, trying to get money without him, trying to get prestige without him, trying to get a better life without him, trying to put him on a back burner so we can live our best life. And God is still saying that I'm still here with my arms outstretched. I'm still here ready to bless you. I'm still here to forgive you, to lift you up, to make you better, and to give you what you need in this season. So listen, people, listen. Don't continue to turn a blind eye to the things that are around you, because God himself is showing up. You want to be ready. You want to be prepared. You want to get yourself together. Stop walking around here like God don't love you. Stop walking around here looking like God don't love you. You don't comb your hair. You don't wash yourself. You don't do it. And you don't want to walk around here saying that you portraying or you are lifting up God. How? How, Sway? How? How? And this is what you tell yourself is good enough when you walk out the house. How, Sway? How are you showing God's glory in your life? You're not supposed to look like what you go through. I'm speaking to you as I speak to myself. I can't look like what I go through. Why? Because I have a God that can bring me into and out of anything. I can make it possible by being able to say what I need what I say, and be able to stand on the word of God. He will not leave me nor forsake me. But everything that I go through, I go for a reason and a purpose. And everything that I do is happening for a reason and a purpose. And every way that I go is for a reason and a purpose. Every place that the sole of my feet tread upon, God has already given unto me. So why am I tripping off of where my feet going? I'm supposed to be walking in righteousness. My feet are supposed to be prepared in the preparation of the gospel of peace. My feet are supposed to be walking in righteousness. My feet are not supposed to be walking in folly or anything like that. It's supposed to be walking in the will of God. And if I'm in the will of God, I'm walking in the will of God. I'm talking in the will of God. I'm showing myself and I'm showing God that I appreciate the gift that he gave me. I appreciate the work that he gave me. I appreciate the fact that he let me see another day to be able to tell man, woman, boy, and girl that he's not left them. He's not forsaken them. That he's here with answers in his hand, with solutions in his hand, with the thing that we need in his hand. But it's up to us to be able to receive it, because guess what? God is a gentleman and he won't force you to do anything. You can live the very life you want to live it all day long. Good, bad, or indifferent. God is here to answer a prayer. Y'all, manifestation time. It is manifestation time. It is manifestation time. Get your mind out of doubt. Get your mind off what it looks like. Get your mind off of negativity. If I can't tell y'all nothing else, get your mind up, man. Early morning, get up so you can get that positivity, but get your mind up, get your spirit up, get your attitude up, get your smile up, get your happy up, get the glory up, get the music on, dance around, talk yourself, jog, walk, whatever you got to do to get that adrenaline in your body. To tell you it's going to be a great day, Martin. It's going to be a fabulous week, Loretta. It is going to be an amazing month, Abigail. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to have what we say. Felicia, everything is going to turn around in our favor. Rhonda, it is coming for you to be blessed, to manifest the goals, dreams, and aspirations that God has put before you. It is time to be able to do just that. I love God to life. I love you to life. And I love to be able to be the vessel that he's using in this season. Because at first I was a little apprehensive. And at first I didn't really want to do it because, again, I didn't want to, try to make myself seem like I was bigger than what I was. And I'm not trying to get a big head about anything. All I want to do is be usable. All I want to do is to be able to show man, woman, boy, and girl that it is possible. It is doable. You can manifest anything. You can manifest anything. And if you are willing just to let him lead, it is the blessings that he will have for you are astronomical. If you would just be willing to let him lead, he's going to take you to a place and you're going to wake up one morning and say, how did I get here? And you can't do nothing but give glory to God, because the place that he's taking you is not like the regular place that you normally go to. It's not somewhere you would regularly frequent. If you wake up one day and you in a hotel in Belize, do you believe? Have you ever been there? Have you ever seen yourself being in a hotel in Belize? How have you ever decided that one day you were going to open up your eyes and Sydney, Australia was going to be in your outside window? Come on, man. And I'm telling you, once this demic and they get done messing around and this mess gets over and God begins to open up doors that you never saw happen, never thought possible, never thought in your background or in your foreground that it was ever going to happen, but you begin to just say, God, I trust you. I trust him. I believe God and I trust him. And I told y'all, all the stuff that's been happening over this last couple of months, my whole internet went down. I couldn't do nothing on my computer, which I had a lot of stuff I needed to do. I was kind of limited to my phone with a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff on hold because my internet would not work for the last 2 months. 2 whole months. Out of all the stuff that I was going through and dealing with, my internet was my lifeline, I thought. But God began to let me know some other things and different ways to be able to do some things and to get some things in order. All I'm telling you is that the order that you already set, the plan that you've already made, the vision you've already written, come on, it's time to manifest that thing. It's time to get it off the ground and get it moving. It's time to be able to do what it is that you said you were going to do. How many people did you say you were going to talk to? How many people's lives that you're going to change? How many people that you're going to pour out of yourself to be able to help? That's what we're looking at. That's what we're wondering. That's what we want to happen. Come on, y'all. Because now it's manifestation time, y'all. Good, bad, or indifferent. If you don't want it, don't say it. That's what time it is. If you don't want it, don't say it. Because it'll happen just because you said it. Because that's what time it is. Your words will manifest in this atmosphere. In these next few months, come on, everything you say is going to happen. You better be careful with what you say. If you don't mean it, don't say it. If you don't believe it, don't say it. Watch what you say. And guess what? Watch the way you think. Because guess what? The things that come out of your mouth start in your head. And I know we say sometimes, oh, I just be saying anything. The devil is a lie. You can control what you say. Believe me, as somebody who used to say whatever I thought, it didn't matter if it hurt your feelings. If I thought it, I said it. If I believed it, I said it. And guess what? Now, I'm not as quick to do that because I need to speak life. Like now, I need to speak life because guess what? It's time for us to get up. It's time for us to change something. It's time for us to make it happen. It's time for us to get up and stop waiting on life to happen to us and go out there and take it because you got the ability to. You got the ability to grow. You got the ability to manifest. My life is going to change as of today. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, boss? My life is going to change as of today. Jeff just don't know. But I'm going to be calling him all the time. I'm going to be calling him and messing with him anyway. But now, man, I got a different thing in my mind now. I got a different fire under me. Why? Because it's manifestation time. And it's time out for me to sit back and continue to clap for everybody else. It's time out to continue to wait on everybody else to hit the finish line. You got to get in the race, baby. You got to get up. You got to get in the race. You got to make yourself a part of what's happening. You got to make yourself a part of what's going on. You got to make yourself a part of the things that are moving and grooving in this world. You got to be a part of it. Like they say about the lottery, you can't win if you don't play. So it's time to get your focus up, time to get your vision up, time to get the things up. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up. It's time to get up because you can change your very life by getting up. You can change your thoughts by getting up. You can change how you feel on the inside by getting up. Don't let anger hold you back and to miss out on everything that's about to happen because you mad. Come on. Get over it. Whatever it is, get over it. Life is too short. Get over it. It don't matter. Get over it. It's 35 years ago. Get over it. I don't care if it was from your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your bow-legged cousin. Get over it and start living life the way you were meant to. Stop settling for the way you're living. Stop settling for the way you believe. Stop settling when you know there's way more out there than what you're living. I know it's more out there for me. I know there's better for me. I know that there's manifestation for me. I know that there's more. And I gotta go get that more because I'm not gonna stand before God and he tells me you could have. And I wanted to, God, but he says you could have, but you just didn't trust me. You could have went there, but you just didn't trust me. You could have had that, but you just didn't trust me. Come on, man. I don't want that to be a testimony that I have. I want to believe God. I want to trust God. I want to lean, depend, and rely and adhere to what he said. And I want to walk in the way he told me to walk so I can get what he's calling me to get. Man, he put me in place with people that's willing to help me to get there. It's time to start utilizing the people that God put in your circle. And if you got people in your circle that ain't doing nothing, you better get rid of them quick. Because guess what? That's called, that negativity is cancer. And it's going to mess up everything in your world. You better get the cancer out. Say what you want. You better get the cancer out. I don't care who it is. Maybe it might be your mama. You better get the cancer out. It might be your sister. You better get that cancer out. It might be your best friend of 35 years. You better get that cancer out. Or you are definitely going to have what you say. And guess what you're going to be saying? Absolutely nothing. Why? Because that cancer is going to talk you out of it. That cancer is going to tell you you can't do it. That cancer is going to tell you it's not, you can't manifest it. That cancer is going to tell you, no, not today. No. I see other people on the internet, but you all know that that's a scam. And no, you can't do it. And guess what? You don't have the money to do it. Guess what? You got too many children to do it. Oh, you can't do this. You can't, that cancer. It's going to tap into your vision, and it's going to cause you to doubt what it is you got on the inside of you. Yeah, your children can be a cancer. If they don't want nothing out of life, no matter what you do, they're not going to get it until they believe it. And guess what? What's the sad thing about the world today is they not going to get it until they see somebody else that they know very close to them get it. That's sad. Very sad. I had somebody tell me that they didn't want to do certain things because they didn't want it to make it seem like somebody was profiting off of them, even though working together would have got them rich, but they threw in the towel for it. And guess what? I can't make you want it more than you do. I wish I could. I wish I could just take certain people's mind and say, hey, do this. And they just did it. Because guess what? If I could do that, man, do you understand that there wouldn't be, the world would change in itself? Because guess what? We would put people with some real money in place. And we would put some people who ain't scared to stand up to the politicians in place. We would put some people that is not scared to stand up to the government in place. We would put some real people who have some real heart in place. And they will be able to change the world. We can change the world. We are world changers, people. But if we don't stick together, we don't unify, we don't do anything. And every time we turn around, we're like this. Instead of being like this, we'll never accomplish anything. But come on. Come on, y'all. That's funny, Rhonda. Silently collected all the money. That's funny. But it's the truth. Because so many people are so afraid of their own selves. But listen, let me tell y'all something. When I tell you that it's time to get your butt together, it's time to get your butt together. Whether you got to break up, you got to walk out, you got to do whatever you got to do, baby. You better do what you got to do in this season. Because if it passes you up this time, I can't tell you the next time you'll get this opportunity. All right. I love y'all to life. Like this, share this, comment. Once again, go out there, check on your people, drink plenty of water, get some exercise in. I got to go to the doctor. And also got to go get my baby ready for school. But I am on purpose, y'all. I might get on some nerves, but I'm going to be showing up a whole lot more and doing what I'm supposed to do, because guess what? It ain't about me. It's about getting that message out. I'm going to be a vessel. You're going to see me. I'm going to start being on afternoons, and I know I keep saying that, and every time I say that, something happened to my computer. But I promise you, manifestation time, it's going to happen. I will be a millionaire, and y'all know me. If y'all don't want to do it, man, it's okay. I'm not begging nobody to do nothing. I'm not going to beg you to get rich. I'm not going to beg you to get out of your inhibitions. I'm not going to beg you to do better for yourself no more. All I can do is be a vessel. I can tell you. I can show you. I can ask you to come. You don't come, stay broke. You don't come, stay unhappy. You don't come, stay mad. You don't come, stay indecisive. You don't come, stay confused. But that's a choice, man. Life is worth living. And God has done it for a reason. It's worth living, y'all. Get out. Let's get together so we can live. Stop dying. We got to stop dying. Get out there so we can live. Let me go, because I want to be late and I want to make my baby late. And again, when he's done, so am I. So I bless God for each and every one of you guys. Remember, Deadrian's Daily Dose is a new page. I'm going to go back on there tomorrow. But this had to be said on this one for why and whatever reason. I don't know. How belongs to God. But what I will tell you is that he's here. Manifestation time, y'all. It is time for your harvest. Let's get it. Have a great day, everybody.